Sex change, like Chris from Mr. Beast, these people could take hormone blockers.
Listen, so much.
Listen, you're not listening. This is the point. You could take hormone blockers. You could take puberty blockers. Okay, when you're a child. When you're 16, you can go change your gender, but you can't get married. Why is that?
That's
in this corner we have Sneako with some fucking weird ass takes, and in this corner we have Charlie with some other weird ass takes. What?
What's up? This is my third time recording this video. First time, I forgot the microphone. Second time, the microphone was out of battery. Third time's the charm. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
If you believe bestiality is wrong, you should not be in society. If you believe incest is okay, you should not be within the community. You should be excommunicated. These are things that there's some certain morality that should supersede the government.
Today we're talking about Sneako and Charlie. Sneako and Charlie just had a debate. And in that debate, Sneako looked like a freaky ass fool. And Charlie looked like a fool.
You are not living with that fucking doctor. You have made a decision.
You're living with the decision of that doctor to cut the penis off.
Sneako has been on a really weird tirade for the last few years, ever since the movie Cuties came out, and he had the weirdest take of all. Everyone hated the movie. Everyone felt really uncomfortable watching it because it depicted children in very freaky positions, which nobody likes. But Sneako, he said it was a good movie.
Okay, if I ever wanted to get canceled, this is the video. I saw Cuties last night and it was pretty good.
So that was fucking weird. And ever since then, he's been on this weird tirade of the age of consent, acting like he's fucking Socrates, pondering all of these things about the laws on the age of consent and the development of people and so forth and so on. And mostly everyone's asking why.
Why argue against it? If you don't want the age of consent to be lowered, why are you making arguments that the same people who do make? Right now what you're saying is kind of what NAMBLA used to say, if you're familiar with NAMBLA.
I have no idea what this is.
NAMBLA was the North American Man-Boy Lover Association. They were
right, because these people want to have sex to take advantage, and they don't abide by the rules of marriage. They don't have any sort of morality. They just want to have. I'm arguing for this because I believe in marriage.
And I'm not a crowd follower, but this one, it's a pretty universal, agreed upon thing as far as the ages of consent, and there's not a ton of room for a sensible person to debate in that realm. And Sneako does anyway.
This is an adult. This is a predator who is coming into your life.
A predator?
Yeah, if you are marrying an adult as a child, that's a predator.
Okay, and it's not predatory for the doctor to lure a kid into an office and cut his penis off?
So, Charlie and Sneako got on a video call that Sneako was secretly recording or live streaming on his Rumble channel because he's been kicked off of YouTube for
that freak ass shit.
And those happy married people are sometimes, in your world, 14, 15, 16 years old.
Absolutely.
I watched the whole thing, and they go in these circles and circles and circles, and they basically talk about the same sort of examples over and over for about an hour and 45 minutes. It wasn't really a remarkable debate. There wasn't a lot of super intelligence going on either one of their sides, although Charlie is on kind of the normal people side of we're fine with the consent laws and we're fine with our general societal rules on that, at least in this country.
Why this is like a weird take to have though? I don't think you're coming at this from a place of you wanting to fuck a 15-year-old, are you? To go back to that question, is 12 too young? Do you think 12 is too young?
I think 12 is too young for me, yes.
I watched it, and Sneako's takes were pretty general. This is just stuff he's been saying for a while. He brings up his religion of Islam and how things work a little differently in Islamic countries, and he's all for that. As far as I know, in some of these countries, yes, people can marry very young people, not even just under 18. We're talking very young.
Because you're insinuating that it sounds creepy and that I sound like a pedophile. What's the definition of pedophile? Okay.
An adult who is attracted to a child.
To a child, somebody who has not reached physical maturity.
Yes.
That's the definition of child. Somebody who hasn't reached physical maturity. It has nothing to do with 18. The definition of the word talks about physical maturity, not the U.S. government definition that you're basing it off of.
The issue came in where Charlie got into some hot water and people are blowing up everywhere, and I don't know if he's losing subscribers yet. He made sort of a crazy statement which people were not really happy about.
This is the other person,
but
it's still a personal decision.
A child can't possibly wrap their head around this adult that has been preying on them. Like, I don't know why you can't see that. A 16-year-old can't be making this decision on this adult who is convincing them that I am the right choice for you for life.
Right. But a 9.
Charlie never really has any hardcore takes. He's definitely a fence sitter, and on his main channel, or basically any of his channels, he has never really said anything that's outside of basic logic and things that most of us can agree with without too much debate, right? I think one of the things that happened here was Sneako was secretly recording or secretly live streaming this, and Charlie might have felt a little bit more comfortable with talking one-on-one with someone and it not being on the internet, so he was able to say a little bit more.
If somebody can have, okay, do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting. As you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
So amidst the backlash, there were rumors that he was actually going to quit the internet completely, and he already quit one of the podcasts that he's been on for many years after this debate has happened. But I found it pretty dubious immediately because, I mean, this is how he makes not all, but most of his money. He does streaming, he does YouTube videos, he does gaming. That's what he does. So the idea of him quitting completely sounded insane. What is he going to do? Go broke? That doesn't make any sense. So he came out with a video and put all those rumors to rest. And in his video, he kind of walked back some of his statements a little bit, and hopefully the damage control works. I like the guy, but we'll see where it goes from here.
Is it morally okay for me to cut off a 9-year-old's dick?
If everyone around that 9-year-old is giving you the green light that this is what they want, this is their decision, there is no one being harmed aside from the person who is making that decision, and they are wanting to do that for their life and their happiness, then that is, that is fine.
Can I kill the 9-year-old?